Hello, welcome to Bagre TV. If you are new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss our next video. In this episode, we'll be looking at the military rule in Nigeria. Military took over the affairs of Nigeria when the country was still settling as an independent nation. The country was at its infant stage when the military came and took over the show forcefully. Their rule in Nigeria first began on January 15, 1966 in what was known as the first military coup in the country where so many civilian leaders were killed. It happened when some overzealous military officers felt that the country was being mismanaged by the political class, so they decided to take law into their hands and overthrew the MPC-NNDP government led by Sir Ahmadu Bello, Azikiwe, Tafawa Balewa and co. This coup was bloody as 11 political leaders and 2 military officers were murdered. The officers attacked in Ibadan, Lagos and Kaduna within a 2-day period, but this coup could not be said to be a total success. The coup was officially announced by Major Chukwuma Nzeogwu Kaduna on radio. He began his speech by saying, "In the name of the Supreme Council of the Revolution of Nigerian Armed Forces, I declare martial law over the northern provinces of Nigeria. The constitution is suspended and the regional governments and elected assemblies are hereby dissolved." The coup led to a greater unrest in the country as it gave birth to too many betrayers and scheming within the military and factions that battled for power. A senior army officer took over power by force in the person of General Johnson Agui Ironsi. He annexed power to become the country's first military head of state. It was glaring that his government would not see daylight as there was too much unrest within the military ranks. In less than a year, 6 months exactly, there was a counter coup and this led to the death of General Johnson Agui Ironsi and Adekunle Fajuyi in Ibadan. Those who carried out the coup made Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Gowon the new head of state. In the build-up of this coup, there was sentiment that the first coup was staged to favor the Igbo officers, as so many of them were promoted immediately after the coup to confirm the sentiment, and most of the victims of the first coup were northerners. The counter coup was masterminded by the northerners. It was more of retaliation. The coup was led by General Murtala Muhammad, and this led to the emergence of Yakubu Gowon as head of state. Gowon, to avoid another coup, established a Supreme Military Council which was to manage the affairs of the country. Many senior officers were made part of this council. His intention was to curb or completely destroy the unrest within the ranks. But did it work? Yes, but only for a while. During Gowon's reign, there was war between federal government and the Ojukwu-led Biafran government, the Nigerian Civil War in the late 60s to early 70s. The same Murtala Muhammad, who had planned the coup that made Gowon head of state, overthrew Gowon, who was out of the country in a coup, but a bloodless one. Murtala Muhammad's administration was short-lived, and in 1976, February 13th to be precise, Murtala was assassinated by Dimka in a bloody coup, and the civilians were arrested and executed by firing squad for their involvement in the coup. The survivor of the coup, Olusegun Obasanjo, succeeded Murtala Muhammad in 1976 as the new head of state. Obasanjo returned power to civilians in a democratic process that saw Shehu Shagari emerged as president in 1979. But on the 31st of December 1983, the military returned to power through Muhammadu Buhari. Buhari became the head of state, but his rule lasted only 20 months as Major General Ibrahim Babangida staged a coup that sent Buhari and his men out of power. He became the new head of state in 1985. Babangida's reign also experienced coup, but most of them failed. The first one was in 1986, led by Major General Mama Vasta, but it failed. Vasta and others were executed that same year. Another one was led by Major General Gideon Oka, but failed, although there were a few casualties. 69 soldiers were executed by firing squad after being accused of treason. IBB, as he is popularly called, decided to hand over power to civilian government in 1993, and this led to June 12 elections that had its results cancelled. He, notwithstanding, handed over to civilian rule, an interim government led by Chief Ernest Shonekan on the 26th of August 1993. This arrangement did not last, as Sani Abacha-led coup overthrew Shonekan's administration. In 1995, there was a coup attempt on Abacha, but it was not successful, and this led to the arrest of General Olusegun Obasanjo, Major General Shehu Musa Yar'Adua, and some other senior officers. In 1998, Abacha died following a heart attack, and General Abdulsalam Abubakar became the new head of state. He handed power to a democratic government led by Olusegun Obasanjo in 1999. 1999 signaled the end of military rule in Nigeria. Some analysts believe that the military rule in Nigeria is the reason why the country is lagging behind in terms of development, owing to the fact that the military rule was marred by bloodbath and its authoritative nature, as it is believed that the worst civilian government is way better than the best military rule. Who do you think is more corrupt, military or civilian leaders? Please share your thoughts with us in the comment section. Like this video, share and subscribe to our channel.